We recommend you view the Identifying Work and Developing Cost presentation before viewing this one. Once an event occurs, Dishes will send a damage assessment report spreadsheet to our regional coordinators for distribution out to the county emergency managers, who will in turn disperse it to local governmental entities and certain private nonprofits. They must send their completed spreadsheet back to the county emergency manager's office to be compiled into one total county report. The county emergency manager will submit the consolidated report along with the supporting documentation directly to the Dishes PA support mailbox. Questions about the damage assessment process or cost which should be included should also be directed to that mailbox. If the total damage estimate for the county and state warrants, Dishes will assign field staff to verify damages. Please collect estimates of the potentially eligible damages within your area. This may include damages to facilities for which you are not responsible, such as schools or private nonprofits. If these entities have confirmed damages that may be eligible, please include them in your report and provide a point of contact for the organization. Your spreadsheet should be sent to the county emergency manager, who will compile all spreadsheets received into a single damage assessment report for the county. If warranted by the total damage estimate for the county and state, Dishes field staff may reach out for documentation necessary to verify damages. This slide shows the damage assessment report spreadsheet. In the top row, enter the event name and county name. For example, change event name to Hurricane Irene and county to Washington County. In row 2, enter the date you are filling out and submitting the report. Add an entry to the spreadsheet for each damaged location. If schools or nonprofits within your area have significant damages, include those when possible. Enter a different site number for each damage. Enter the name of the potential applicant, the municipality, or another organization. Enter the name, phone number, and email address of the applicant's point of contact in case the damages need to be verified. Enter the GPS coordinates or the street address. Enter the full DDD. Include photos with your submission. Check yes, no if there is insurance. Enter the estimated cost to repair the facility to pre-disaster condition. Damages and costs that should be reported include debris removal, emergency protective measures to address threats to life, improved property, or public health and safety, damage to roads, bridges, culverts, water control facilities, buildings and equipment, public utilities, parks, recreational areas, and other public facilities. Also include labor costs. For each entry, describe the damage and provide an estimate for the work needed to repair in kind, even if code or best practices will require changes. Damage description and dimensions, or DDD, components include the following: description of how damages occurred, GPS coordinates and address, if applicable, of the damaged facilities, type of peril which caused the damage, for example, flooding or wind, facility, examples building, road, culvert, damage information, damage details, must specify the material and dimensions, make and model of equipment, and the types of components damaged, methods of repair, contract or force account. If possible, collect photos and/or documentation such as invoices, timesheets, etc. to provide for validation. Make note on the form whether you have photos of the damage. Do not enter anything into the cost estimate column except numbers. If you want to add notes, include them in the damage description area. Save your work before closing the document. As a reminder, the county emergency managers should send the completed damage assessment report package to Dishes at pasupport@dhses.ny.gov, which includes the spreadsheet and supporting documentation. Please review the documentation to make sure the damages are correctly identified, The damages include a complete DDD, damage description and dimensions. The coordinates and locations are correct. The supporting documentation is organized and correctly labeled. Applicants should continue to collect document and send in additional damages if they come in after the initial submission.